Welcome to 12 Days of Crochet Ornaments, where every single day I take you through how to crochet a different ornament off of this tree. We're going to keep this intro short and sweet because I currently have a fever of 102.5. Flex. This is day 4, I believe, and if you want to see more information about the series, you can go check off my kickoff post for this, and the other 3 ornaments are posted on my page already. And if you are enjoying this content, I ask that my cat please stop scratching her scratching post in the background. If you are enjoying this content, please do these things as it helps me continue to do content like this so much. So thank you, and now today I will be teaching you how to make this cute little bauble ornament that you can clearly customize with your favorite colors. Is it called bauble? I think so. I don't really care. So this is what we need for our classic Christmas ornament. We're going to need 4 different colors. I'm going with this more Christmassy colors for this one, but as you can see, you can also do non-traditional colors. And then optionally, I also have this really metallic yarn, which I'm going to use to make the top of it. You could also use one of the colors you're already using in the ornament, or even like a silver or a yellow to get the same like metallic effect. And then you're also going to need a small bit of polyfill, some scissors, your needle for sewing in your ends, and a 3.5mm crochet hook. So we're going to start this one with a magic circle, and before we close it up, we are going to chain 2 and then do 17 double crochet with that first chain 2 standing as the first. That's 18 double crochet in total. So we have our 18 different double crochet. Again, the chain 2 standing as the first one. We're going to close our circle up, and we are going to slip stitch this closed. As we slip stitch it closed, we are also going to change color to whatever you want your next color to be. So I've pulled up my next color, I've chained 2, and now to the same spot, I am going to put 2 double crochet, and this is going to be the first of our granny clusters. And now you're going to skip 2 and put a granny cluster into the 3rd stitch, which is 3 double crochet into the same spot, and continue this all the way around your ornament. I've gotten to the end, and now I'm going to finish up my round by once again slip stitching into the beginning of it, but instead of pulling up the white, I'm going to pull up my next color, and I'm going to be using red. Okay, and now we are going to do a row of puff stitches and single crochet. So we're going to start in this next one here. We're going to put a puff stitch, kind of a mini puff stitch. So we're going to yarn over once, go under, pull up a loop, yarn over once, go under, pull up a loop, yarn over once, go under, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through all of the loops on your hook. And it's going to be a little tight, a little wiggly, but you will get it through just like that. And now you're going to chain 1 and put another puff into the next spot. Again, that's yarn over, pull up, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, pull up. And you want to make sure you're really pulling up, because that's going to give you more space to pull your loop through all of your loops. Then we chain, and we continue on doing puff stitches all around. All of this will get cleaned up when we weave our stitches in, but we have done puff stitches all the way around. So now we are going to slip into the beginning of our round, and you guessed it, pull up our final color. So we're going to start by chaining 3, and then into the same space we're going to put a double crochet, and then we're going to skip the tiny little chain space that we made at the end of our puff, and into this more open one here, we are going to put a double crochet. We're going to chain once and put another double crochet into the same space. So like a really skinny V-stitch. Once again, we're going to skip the tiny little baby chain at the end of the puff, and into this space, a double crochet, chain 1, and our final double crochet into here, and repeat this all the way around your ornament. And we have our little V's all the way around, and we are once again going to slip stitch into the beginning of our round and cut our yarn. And before we move on, let's just get it over with and weave all these ends in. So we have finished the front part of our ornament, and now we are going to work on the backing. I like to use the color that I used on the most outer ring to make our backing, and we're going to start with a magic circle, and into that we are going to put 6 single crochet. And now we are going to do 6 rows of increases. So that means in the first row you are going to put 2 single crochet into every single stitch. In the second row you're going to do a single crochet and then 2 single crochet into the next stitch, and slowly increasing how many stitches you do between your increases until you are up to 5 single crochets and an increase repeated all the way around. So I finished all my rows of increases, and now I'm going to do a row of just single crochet all the way around just to even it out, even the circle out a little bit. Okay, so now I have finished crocheting my circle, and now what I'm going to do is keep this simple and just single crochet these 2 pieces together and stop about this much before the end so I can turn it inside out and stuff it. And all you're going to do for that is take your crochet hook, stick it through both of your circles, pull up a loop, single crochet. Remember, this is going to be, right now this is inside out, because you're going to flip this. So make sure that right now you are seeing what you want the inside of your project to look like. So I've single crocheted it most of the way closed, and now we are going to flip our work. So our seam is on the inside, and I'm going to cut myself a nice long tail because we're going to sew this the rest of the way closed. Before you sew this closed, you're going to stuff it. Just keep in mind, you can see a little bit of the filling peeping through. So this is one of those cases where filling with polyfill is probably better than filling with scrap yarn. And now that we have it stuffed, we are just going to sew this closed. So you could stop here, throw a hook on it and be done, but I do like to take this one to the next level. I'm grabbing my metallic yarn. As I said in the beginning, you can just use a gray or a yellow yarn or even a yarn from your ornament color, but I do have this lying around, so I'm going to use it. So we're going to make a magic circle, and into that magic circle we are going to put 6 single crochet. And then we're going to do a round of increases. So of course that is 2 single crochet into every single stitch, for a total of 12 stitches. And then we're going to do a round of double crochet on the back loop all the way around our circle. We have made it all the way around, so we are going to slip stitch into the beginning of our circle, and we're going to leave ourselves a nice long tail for both sewing this on and creating the loop for it to hang from. So I sewed my little topper on the top, and now we are going to work the same string through here, pull it down into here, and leave ourselves just a little spot for it to hang from the branch. And then I'm going to weave this end in here to secure it. And it is all ready to join its sister on the Christmas tree.